I'd like to get the comparison from all of you, but Junior, you played alongside some of the bowlers that we're going to mention from Australia's previous era, and Brian, you played against them, and we observed this current group closely. The comparison between McGrath, Warne, Gillespie and Lee and this current bowling, that the numbers are extraordinary when you match it up. And you heard Josh Hazlewood say he was stunned at that top group, those 4 names. It's the first time ever in Test history where 4 bowlers have all played together and they've all got 200 or more Test wickets. Quite extraordinary.
Yeah, look, they're both great bowling attacks. It's always different to compare different eras, but you've got to say they're equally as good as each other. The strike rate's a little bit better for the bottom group there. A wicket every 53 deliveries rather than 59. Both attacks have got out-and-out pace, and then you've got the accuracy of a McGrath matched up against a Hazlewood and a Cummins. Probably Shane Warne, I guess. He's got Nathan Lyon covered, but that's not to say Nathan Lyon's not an excellent bowler. So extremely good bowling attacks with great variety and quality all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, it's so very tough. I think obviously with the long career that both Glenn McGrath and Shane Warne had, and the numbers that they've had, I mean, these guys would have to get up there. And yeah, as a combination, they were both very, very lethal. I mean, Jason Gillespie at times were the best bowler in the day for Australia, and of course the pace of Brett Lee. Now, this combination, fresh combination, I've never actually faced any of those guys, but they look very lethal, and obviously they at you all the time. I think maybe with a Brett Lee, you'd get a little bit of attacking play and you'll have opportunities to score. Of course, with Shane Warne, tossing the ball up, giving it a bit of spin. But, no batter I know would like to come up against such attacks continuously throughout your career. But it's been special for Australia. 2 different eras, but very, very special.
Come on then, Brian, don't sit on the fence. I know you didn't face this attack, but who do you think is the better attack?
Well, I think the previous attack would be better. I think Shane Warne, his ability to get wickets, McGrath, his patience. Obviously, all the bowlers here have patience and they bowl a great line and length, but I think I'd fear more the attack during my period of time.
There was no Mitch Johnson, was there, in either of those attacks?
No, he sort of was in between the two
So you
generations.
throw him in, he's pretty handy too.
Each of the skills of the bowl, being a bowler yourself, do you see one attack more skillful than the other, or are they all bring their own package to the table?
They're just both incredible to watch. But it is tremendous that these guys have been able to stay together for so long, to be able to play that many Test matches. 200 Test wickets for all 4 of them, and then you add Cam Green into the mix as well. That is ridiculous. So, they all offer something. Hazlewood with that unbelievable seam presentation, the line and length, Mitch Stark, who can just take a game away from you with that fast pace and swinging ball, and Nathan Lyon, who's been so consistent over the years. And he's obviously developing his game away from home as well, so good at home. These guys, they'll hope to be bowling together for much, much longer, for sure, because they win games for Australia. And you can understand why he decided not to enforce the follow-on. It's going to be a really long summer, 5 Test matches in 6 weeks.
Yep.
They've been able to stay fit together. And this is what they can do, 6 for 29. As soon as they see an opening, they're ready to pounce. And they understand each other so well in terms of the conditions.
Yeah, they socialise together. I think your point about they win the games of cricket, that's what I certainly reflect on from playing alongside that former group, was they win you the games. Batters can set it up, but they win the games. Junior, the point that Isha made about having Cam Green as well, I know you sent a few little donkey drops down, but we didn't have the genuine all-rounder that was a full-on bowling all-round. This guy, he debuted in first-class cricket and got 5 on debut as a bowler for WA.
Yeah, we used to have the batsman who bowled and chipped in, but this guy's a genuine... he could open the bowling for a lot of countries in Test match cricket. That's how good he is. Obviously, he's got to watch that back injury, so his workload is going to be monitored all the way through. But I like using him in short bursts and using him aggressively like this, because he's got a great bouncer. He's got a very strong action. He can swing the ball when it's pitched up. So a bit like a Flintoff, for example. It just gives you that great balance throughout the team that can rest your top bowlers when they need to be rested.
He looks like a nasty customer, doesn't he, Cam Green?
Dangerous customer. And as you said, I mean, that extra pace that he had, adding to the attack and being that 5th bowler, any team would love a 5th bowler like that in their squad. And obviously, these guys are looking forward to bowling in second innings, all 5 bowlers.
Nathan Lyon there, and of course it's hard to compare different, it's not apples for apples between he and Warne, different bowling styles, but Brian, I remember in a bushfire charity game that we played in a couple of years ago where you made a point, we were all having lazy sort of general retired old blokes warm-ups and you got in the nets and you said, I want to face this bloke. What was it like facing a modern great, number 9th on the wicket-taking list in world cricket? How was that experience?
I wanted to desperately, because obviously off-spin bowling to left-handers is tough, and I just wanted to have a piece of him. He was just there in the nets, floating around, and you know, I sort of sought him out. I of course, my heavier feet, you know, compared to my light feet a few years back. But yes, the loop and the bounce that I thought he had, and I felt that he did put in an effort. He wasn't actually holding back. So
how'd you go? How many?
Did you take him down?
I think I got out about 3-4 times in the nets, but I did take him down over extra cover.
Would have been cutting him.
Late cut.
Yeah.
He's just walked past you there, I reckon. I remember him on the day. He said he was just trying to get warm and get ready for this charity match, and suddenly he started to panic when he saw you pinpointing him. But anyway, amazing the comparisons between the two eras.